Today we are going to be taking a look at the Laxasfit S10. I was searching for a product to buy and review from AliExpress, and then I found this watch. I don't know what's inside, I've not used one before, and I can't say exactly how or what's inside the packaging, but then looking at the exterior, I can comfortably say that this is the Chinese version of the Apple Smartwatch. Without talking much, let's get started with this review. So first thing we get inside the watch packaging is our instruction manual written in English, and I think it's quite simple to understand. We'll take a look at this later. Also in the watch we have the straps. We have the straps right here, and then we have, I think, a wireless charger. Then our watch. So there we go. This is the Laxasfit S10. This has a bit of weight to it, and I think it feels promising. I don't know how exactly it's going to look or how it's going to function, but then I hope it turns out great. So there we go, a Laxasfit Watch S10. The body seems to be metal and it looks and feels great. We also have our sensors at the bottom. Then I think we should attach our straps at once. So this attached by sliding in. Let me figure this out. I think I should go for the instruction manual. So what do we have in here? Okay, this side is Chinese, so let's come to the English version. I've looked through and then I cannot find a way to install the straps, so let me just come back to my native engineering sense. So let me try this again. Okay, I think I figured it out now. You have to put a little bit pressure into it. It doesn't have a locking mechanism, so when you're installing the straps, you have to install it just at the right angle, otherwise it's going to look like this. It's not going to balance off perfectly. So let me adjust this a bit to get the perfect fit, because we are using Laxasfit. Okay, I think it looks good. Go for the bottom. This requires some amount of pressure to snap it in. It doesn't have any locking mechanisms, so you have to measure and then get the angles right. But aside that, I think it's okay, and it's not going to come off anytime soon. So the watch doesn't come with a physical charger. The only thing we have is this wireless charger. So let's power it on. But before that, I realized that I installed the straps backwards. Instead of putting this part at the upper part of the watch, I put it at the lower part, and that's why I was struggling to fix the straps in. But after interchanging it, I didn't find it so difficult to fix in the straps. So we have two buttons on the side. We have this button for navigating, and then we have the power button. It also has a microphone to enable you make calls. And then on the left side, I think it has its speaker grills. Wow, this looks better than I imagined. When I bought this watch, I did not expect something as good as this. The display looks amazing. It looks better than I imagined it to be. It looks like something so promising that I'm currently astonished. The animations are smooth, and then the touch is very smooth. It doesn't have a hard touch or anything. The touch is very sensitive. Let me see if the side button works. It works perfectly. It allows you to navigate. Even before we pair this to our smartphone, I'm so impressed. So let's download the Laxasfit app and then let's see if we can make some adjustments and recordings. So now we've downloaded the Laxasfit mobile app. On the home screen, the app looks quite miniature. It doesn't contain much. We just have some minimal health information which I think would improve when we pair up the watch. So to pair it up, we just have to click on the watch sign. It's going to scan around for Bluetooth signals, and this is found our watch, so we just have to click on it. And it's going to pair up. So it has failed, unfortunately, but we have one more option, and that's to scan the QR code. So I'm going to try that one too, and then let's see how it's going to end up. So you can either scan the code on the packaging of the watch, or you can scan it inside the watch settings app. Once the watch is connected to your phone, we can make and adjust the settings. So when you click here, you get an overview of the data, you get your steps, you get your daily average, your miles, and all those stuff. You can monitor sports mode when you're here, and this is where you make settings or you change the settings of your watch. So we can set it to give us notifications when we have a call, when we have a missed call, and all those stuff. You can also enable it to show contact information, but that you have to allow permissions first. You also get the ability to enable the settings or change the settings of your watch. So we can find the watch, we can change our message settings. I do not want to enable it all, so I'll just enable it for SMS. Then I'm going to click OK. We can also control our sleep. You can also use the watch as a remote selfie stick or remote selfie monitoring camera shutter. We can also synchronize the time and then the date, but this is supposed to be done automatically. So we can also perform an OTA upgrade and then a factory reset. We can also change the dial of the watch. So when we come to the dial mall over here, we get to see a lot of dials which are free to download. We just have to click on view and then we have to redeem them. So we do not get a lot of options to choose from. I think this is it, because it shows here that's all loaded. But I'm just going to pick one random dial and then I'm going to redeem it so that you see how it works on the device. After redeeming it, you can click on use immediately and it's going to push the dial onto the smartwatch. Okay, so it's done now. So we also have the ability to create our own dial using images from our gallery. When you want to do that, you just click on the DIY dial and then you select a picture, you adjust it over here and then you can push it to your watch. So now we've been able to get the Laxasfit mobile app working, and we've also been able to change our dial. Now all that's left is that we test the individual apps that's in the watch and then we see if they are reliable. So first off, we have sports mode where we can change the current mode. We have a lot of sports modes that we can choose from. Besides that, we also have sleep mode that we can use to monitor our sleep. We then have a pedometer to monitor our steps and stuff. I don't know how reliable this is going to be, but we do have it. It's good that we do have it. We also have a heart rate monitor. And let's test it out without putting on the watch and let's see if it's able to detect that we are wearing or we are not wearing the watch. Well, this is not a good sign because currently we do not have the watch on, but it's able to measure our beats per minute. That's quite funny. But then I don't know if this is going to be reliable because it does not have any means of detecting whether we have our watch put on or we do not have our watch on. Let me try it again and see if it's going to detect that we are not wearing the watch this time. It's still not able to detect that we are not wearing the watch, and what this means is that it does not have any mechanisms in place to make this detection. We also have a blood pressure monitor. Let's try this too and see if it's able to randomly generate us a value. It's giving us 109 over 77 millimeter mercury. That's funny because we do not even have the watch on. Let me see if its sensors light up when I click the measure. They do light up, but I don't know how reliable it is. I don't know if it's working or not. We also have blood oxygen, and then we have message. We can also make calls directly from the phone. We can use this to make calls directly. We also can access our contacts and then call logs from here. We can also control music. We can check our weather, breath. We also have a calculator. We have an alarm, sedimentary, I think get up, sit down stuff. We also have a stopwatch. You can take pictures, support voice assistant, and we have a mini game for those who would fancy this kind of stuff. I don't think I would be playing this, but if you are getting this kind of watch for your kid, I think he or she is going to be happy with this game. So we also have the settings. Oh no, we have settings where we can adjust our personal information. We can also configure the app's notifications. We can also come to general settings where we have stuff like Bluetooth on, Bluetooth off. We can check our about, language, scan QR code, factory setting stuff. We can also enable D&D. We can adjust our display and brightness settings over here. We can enable dynamic island. I wouldn't recommend this because it's not the best, but it's a function and it works. If you want it, you can enable it. You can also enable shake to answer, night, brightness, bedside lamp. What does this do? I don't know what this does do, but it's a feature you can enable. You can also set the time directly from here and change our app view, our watch face. Our app list style. I think I'll go with just this. You can also adjust our sound and touch, and then we can set a password. So these are the features we get with the watch. Nothing so special, and I would have loved it if we could access some of these quick settings from a swipe, but we do not get it that way. So this is the Laxasfit S10. It's functional. It's not the best, but one thing I noticed with the watch is that it's hardly able to keep one dial. So I upload the dial, I power off the device, I power it back on, and then the dial changes to its default. What I'm trying to say is that now we have this dial here, it's there, but sometimes when I power off the device and then I power it back on, the dial changes. I do not know why it does that, but I've realized that it did that on multiple occasions. I'm going to try it again and see if it's going to do the same thing so that I show you what I'm trying to say. Power it off. And then I'm going to power it back on. And voila. This was not the dial I initially set on the watch. I don't know why it changed, and I don't know why it changes. I don't know if it's a setting I've not enabled or I've enabled, but I do not like it. I don't know why it does that. But aside that, the watch is okay. It has a great battery. It's good for making calls. It's clear enough. I don't know so much, and I'm not so much sure about its measurements. But if you want something to make calls, check the time, have the word smart on it, then I think this watch is just perfect. It's cute and it looks just like the Apple Smartwatch. Okay, so I think I get it now. So when you're on the home screen, you can use this to move between dials, even without the mobile app. Okay. Okay, so that's a cool feature, and I take back my words. I think I'm kind of okay with this watch now, considering that it has an explanatory functionality. So I'm going to go back to my set dial, which was this. Yes, and well, that's it. If you are a fan of Apple Watches but do not have the money to buy it, I think you can get this, and it's perfect. It can make calls, it has Bluetooth functionality, app support, view messages. You do not get pro features on this, but it's just good enough to go by the day. Well, thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, kindly let me know in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have questions or suggestions, kindly let me know in the comment section down below. And until we meet next time, bye bye.